Hey everybody, how are you all? I hope you're all well. This is a pretty late one. I've just come off a Zoom with many of the people in my organization, and I just wanted to share with you, we're going to have a break in future board training. A couple of reasons why is one is because I've come on really late. But also, number two, I'm actually in the process of losing my voice and I have to kind of preserve my voice right now. So as you're hopping on, tell me how your day's been. Hey Rhoda, how are you? How's your day's been? I hope it's all going well for you guys. Good morning if you're on the other side of the world. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Elsa Morgan. I'm a wife, I'm a mum, and I also have a global home business, and I love inspiring people. Here comes my daughter. She's gonna create noise. So we're currently here house sitting my parents' house. They're currently in lockdown in South America. I'm not quite sure when I'll be seeing them. This is as a direct result of the coronavirus. And so we've been house sitting my parents' house for the time being. And I wanted to share with you just a little bit of my journey because this has been a really pivotal week for me these past 7 days. And so, I've been challenged on a couple of fronts, and there's some times in my journey where I've kind of questioned whether I'd ever be successful in network marketing. Next month will be 5 years that I've actually been in this profession. In the first 3 years, I actually worked at part-time as I was working full-time. I used to have a national role reporting into a CEO. Just to give you a bit of a background, like I used to work like between 60 and 70 hours every week. I had young children. I'd report into a CEO, and that particular CEO had little respect for my time. Quite often at around about 7:30, 8 o'clock, I would get a phone call or a message from him asking me to do some more work because my role was a national role. And, many times I'd have to get up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning to sit on global Zooms, etc. And so, hey, Denny, how are you? And so, for me, when network marketing came about in 2015, it was all about the product. It was all about me having a weight loss experience. And, thankfully, I thank the gods that I did have a positive experience, because that opened my eyes to, the product and using it on a regular basis. And then I saw with that particular company an opportunity attached to it, and I saw so many people traveling, working around their families, earning some extra income. And right then and there, we had just had Alfie, and an extra $500 a month came in very handy for us. What I didn't know at the time was how network marketing was completely different to anything that I'd ever done before. I mean, I'd been really good at sales, but that doesn't guarantee you any sort of success in network marketing. In fact, it probably puts you at a little bit of a detriment, because with sales, you're actually treating each company or client as a transaction, right? Whereas in network marketing, you treat people very differently. You're coming from the heart. You're talking about their goals. It's relationships. It's a people business. With sales, there's no emotion attached to it, right? And so I failed really badly in the first 3 years. In fact, I did really poorly, probably 2.5 years, right? And then I found my mentor, Ray Higdon, who I don't know how I'll ever repay Ray. I actually said that to him over the weekend. I sent him a note of gratitude. I don't know how I'll ever repay him for being the leader that he is, the trainer that he is in our profession. Because of him, I've transformed into the person that I am today. And because he showed us how you actually have to build. He showed us the leader that you need to become to be able to have a successful business. That I am actually the person that I am today. Like, he challenged me on so many fronts from a mindset point of view. I'm such a better human now than I was, 5 years ago. I was very, very selfish, and you know, having 20 years in sales does that for you, because you make it all about you in sales. You know, sales, you want to be the number one. You want to you want to see your name at the top of you know, the leaderboard. And you know, to a certain extent, you know, with network marketing, yeah, you want to win the incentive trips and the bonuses and stuff like that. But what I get more excited about in this day and age is seeing my team win, and seeing my organization win. I hate saying team. You know, it's my organization, because we are an organization. We collectively work together. So I don't really like saying team. And you know, these last 24 hours has really like opened my eyes to what an incredible position I'm in right now, because I saw so many of emerging leaders come through in my organization, like so many. And you know, I've got a couple on here right now, and they're just winning, and just seeing them win, I can't even describe it. You know, once upon a time, I would want to make it about me. Once upon a time, you know, I would feel threatened by seeing other people coming through, like very early in my network marketing career. And now I saw my organization, the emerging leaders, come through, and I say to Olive, like, it makes me so happy to see them come through, to show them that they have everything within them to be able to succeed. And just seeing them win, I can't even describe it. You know, I was saying to them tonight that I was kind of sick and tired for, you know, 2.5 years just seeing me win. Like, I was constantly the recruiter and winning and getting rank advancements, and now seeing them win, you know, like in this opportunity, and now where I am in my leadership, it just, you know, I want to see more of that. I want to see more of my, you know, leaders win, you know, seeing them, you know, bring in new people, and seeing them pour into their team, and seeing them grow their empires makes me so happy to know that I'm everything that I've worked for, in terms of me breaking down my limiting beliefs and breaking down my ego, and removing myself from the equation so that they can step into the light, and you know, for them to be able to step on stage, and it just makes it all worthwhile, you know. And I'm like really reflective tonight, because I kind of like feel I'm at a turning point in my leadership. You know, for me, it's about developing more leaders and tap reading and helping them build their empires, because I know what I'm capable of. I want to now pour into my leaders to show them that they are totally capable of achieving just as much, if not more, than me. And seeing them on stage, and seeing them win awards, and seeing them have the limelight, gives me so much happiness to know that they're winning. You know, like, you know, we've got people like Denny, who's been in network marketing, you know, for a few years, and has had some success, but not the amount of success that she's had in our company, right? You know, we've got an ER nurse, Tara, who's just joined our company like 30 days ago, and you know, she's fighting, you know, she's in the front lines battling the COVID-19, and she's like never had experience in network marketing, and she's now able to earn some extra income. You know, we've got Stephanie, who's been in network marketing for 10 years and has never really, I mean, she's built a sizable organization before, but that was at the very beginning, and now she's experiencing all that again and more, right? And to know that, you know, it's all coming together, you just think to yourself, wow, all the late nights, all the heartache, all the wall banging moments, you know, it's all worth it. So if you're in a position right now where you're feeling like you're just putting one foot in front of the other and you're not seeing the results, or you're feeling like you're not making progress, or you're feeling like, you know, things aren't happening for you, take it from me. This is someone who came into network marketing with a very big ego and a very broke mindset. And even though it took me almost 3 years to break down all those limiting beliefs and things that weren't serving me, and discover my mentor Ray Higdon, who has shown me what it takes to actually get to the top. And even though I'm not at 7 figures yet, right, I am well on my way to getting there. But this hitting the 7 figures it's not about the money. For me, it's about the impact. It's about who I'm helping along the way, and the charities that I'm going to be helping, and the legacy that I'm going to be leaving behind after I leave this world, right? That's what drives me every day to get up and do the work that I do, and working on myself, and investing in personal development, and why I go overseas and travel and do all of that sort of stuff, and why I'm doing podcasts, and why I'm doing my YouTube, and why I'm doing all these about the legacy that I'm leaving behind. For me, allowing me to earn the 7 figures is going to allow me to give away more of my money. Like for me, I want to give away the money. I want to be able to stand up and give away $20,000 checks to charity. And I'm not afraid to say that, because I know that I'm on my way to get to doing all of that, right? It's going to take a lot of work to get there. I'm not saying that this is an overnight thing. No way. I still have a fair way to go, but I'm so further along than where I was in 2015 when I first joined the profession. And so I know that there are many people that join our profession and think it's an overnight success, and when it doesn't work out, they say that it doesn't work, or it doesn't work out and they say it's a scam, or no one makes any money, or you spend more money and all of this sort of stuff. Look, network marketing is like any other business, right? You invest in a franchise, you'll invest 6 figures and above. You won't see a return or make any sort of profit for at least 2 to 3 years, right? You start up a normal company, a normal corporation, you are investing more in the first 5 years before you start seeing anything, right? And depending on the segment that you work in as well. So network marketing is like no other business, right? You have to invest money to actually get it started. You have to treat it like a business for it to pay you like a business, and you are likely to be getting paid less than for the first 2 to 3, 4 years, depending on how much work you put into it, before you start making the money that, according to the time that you put into it. But people just automatically think because they invest $100, they're going to be making squillions straight away. It doesn't work that way. It's a business. But if you want to treat it as a hobby, it'll cost you like a hobby, and it won't work. That's right. It won't work, right? But for me, what started off as a product experience has turned into an empire for me, like a legacy business. I didn't see the vision straight away, but I've definitely can see what's possible. In fact, I know far too many people that earn considerable, 6 figures and beyond, some even monthly, residually, on a residual basis, to know the power of the model, right? But my message to you is not about income. My message to you is that if you're in our profession right now and you're feeling like you are putting in the hard work, you're feeling like you're not seeing the results. I mean, there's obviously some things that you could be doing wrong, or you just need a course correction, like, maybe investing in personal development or different types of personal development, or the way that you're approaching it. There are so many things, but in general, people are just too impatient. And there comes a time where, things just start working out. Things just start falling into place because you've done the work, right? Because you've put in the hard yards, because you've been patient, and you're doing all the things that you need to do to build a legacy business. So I just want to reassure you that if you are feeling like you're not making inroads, be patient, keep showing up every day, trust the process, trust the journey of growth, trust that you are meant to be here and you're meant to be going through that growth that you're meant to be going through, right? Hey, Sue, good to see you. And you too will succeed as well, right? The one thing that I do find is just that people are just too impatient to see success straight away, and they quit or they give up, or they think that it doesn't work, and that's not necessarily the case. So I hope that inspires you guys. This is a really quick live, I think. I don't know how long I've been here. I was meant to only be here 5 minutes. But I just want to share with you that, I came in with a broke mindset. I came in with a big fat ego. I came and did all this work. But, my message to you is like, picture yourself, picture yourself achieving all the things that you want to achieve. Like picture your team winning and then coming to you and saying, hey, hey Elsa, because of you, I'm now earning residual income. I'm now am able to pay, extra $500 on my, my mortgage. Picture yourself actually being on stage, inspiring the masses, right? Because that can easily be you. That can totally be you. Because if someone like me, they came in their 40s, broke mindset, big fat ego, had to work on my, all of my limitations, if I can do this, you can totally do that as well. I mean, and, if I can share with you a story, like I started running in my mid-30s. I used to run in my teenage years, but I wasn't like an active runner after that. And then in my mid-30s, I started taking up running. I decided to actually download a running plan because I thought that was the only way, the cheapest way and the easy way, right? I was broke and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna download a plan and away I go. And of course, I knew how to run and I was doing all the running, but the plan that I downloaded missed all the things like, stretching, nutrition, cooling down, buying the right footwear, all of that sort of stuff, right? I didn't know any of that stuff. And then I got injured. So when I recovered from my injury, I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to do it the right way. And I invested into being a running club and I surrounded myself with people that knew what they were doing. I surrounded myself with coaches and I learned the proper techniques and I learned about proper footwear and proper nutrition and recovery and stretching and warming up and how you should pace yourself and all of those sorts of things. And I've, went on to run 19 half marathons and 12 marathons, right? But that took time and that took a lot of lessons and that required me to invest in myself and learn proper running techniques. And so the same thing should happen with you with network marketing, is that you should come in with an open mind to actually learn all the things, be a student every single day. Take on the learning, surround yourself with people that, that are like-minded like you and learn from everyone that you meet. Look at the people that are succeeding and ask them, what is it that they're doing? Only when you start being that student and you open yourself to actually learning everything and being obsessed with everything about the actual profession, that you start turning pro, that you start becoming that professional that attracts all the people, and you're then able to treat your business like a business and then empower other leaders to come through. And you're not going to feel threatened when you've got emerging leaders like Denny Hunt coming through and smashing it, or Stephanie McCufford, or Tara Orty, or Sharon Abbott, or any of my emerging leaders, or Anthony Raspin. You're not going to feel threatened because you want to see them win, right? Because you feel good about your leadership and you just want to see everyone else win, because that's the whole idea by being a leader, is that you carve the way for everyone else behind you to go faster and further than you. So I hope this inspires you guys. I've just had a very reflective last 24 hours out. Our organization is on fire, like seriously massive momentum, and I'm not hyping that up. It is true, which is why I wanted to do this, because it's just made me realize that everything that I've had to go through myself to break down all the limiting beliefs and all the thoughts that weren't serving me were worth the sacrifice to see my organization win. So I hope this inspires you guys. I love you all and thank you so much for being part of my journey. And we'll be back tomorrow with more future board stories. All right. Have a great night. Bye for now.